Hello everybody, this is Diane. It is 2 days before Christmas when I'm filming this, and I just want to do a little bit of Stampington, what do I call this? Inspired, Somerset inspired, from the Somerset magazines. And this one is actually called Somerset in Love. So I think they were Valentine things. And this one is Take 10 magazine, which I don't think they make anymore, but I used to love it. It was people that did cards that would take 10 minutes or less to make. So these are pages that I tore out of different magazines and saved them. And I would like to do some projects from these. I've done a little bit of prep work. So this one first has some scalloped circles that are layered, and there's a little heart in the middle. And I took the time to punch some scalloped hearts in different sizes, not punch, die cut. I have this nesting die set, which might be from Stampin' Up. And I have a heart punch here that I can use when I get to the middle. So this looks like a pretty simple thing to do. I just want to grab some brads. So once you get your circles punched, I'll just spread them out in so that one size is together. Those are all the bigger ones. Then that's the next size. And then that one. Some of them I just cut because that's all the room that was left on the piece of paper. So those are the sizes I have, and I'll cut a heart when I'm ready for it. Got some brads. So I want to take, some of them are double-sided. I like this one. And I don't know if I want one this size or the next size. I like it. I like this size. I didn't want these two together because they both have white backgrounds. Whoops, put the wrong one back. And now they have, the next circle is just a circle. It's not scalloped. So I could punch one and see if that will work. I mean, I can use a scallop if I want to, but let's just punch one and see. Yep, that works fine, unless the heart is too big. So we'll try that one next. Well, it's bigger than that heart. And this one has, this circle is a ledger paper, looks like, and this one is polka dot, but they both have that off-white background, which looks okay, but when I do it here, I don't like it. So I'm going to punch something that's got a colored background. Shows up better. Yeah, I like that. And then they have the brad up near the top of the heart, not in the middle. So these are just embellishments for decorating a page. And the page itself is layered pieces, which is really pretty. So I want to make this embellishment and this embellishment and maybe a tag. And something similar to that, if we have time. So I'm just going to take, I like these brads because there's a little decorative rim around them. I do have small colored brads, but they don't have the metal rim around them. just for an extra element. And I'll use the pink, I think. Pink, I think. These prongs are spread apart there. How simple is that? You can see the little metal outline around the pink. And I could glue them together so that they stay still, but I'm not going to. So I could just glue that to a page, and that's a fun embellishment. Let's do another one. That was fun and easy. I'll start with a colored background this time. And I'll use this one. This one. This was actually a printed paper that I had a scrap of, a digital. So this, I'm going to use this instead of punching the 2-inch circle. And that's bigger than the 2-inch circle, so the heart will allow more of that paper to show. And what color will I do the heart? I've got this map piece. I like it with the pink. To have a brad ready before I punch it. Let's just do a white one here. If I can get a hold of one. Every time I think I have it, I come up with a different color. I think I'll like the white here. One more. I'm going to start with a smaller base this time. And instead of using a heart, I'll just go down to the smallest circle that I have. I think that looks pretty. And I'll put the brad right in the middle. Very fun. And I've got more I can do, and I will do. But let's move on to something else since I want to do 4 different things. The other ones might take a little longer. Well, this one should be pretty easy. I forgot to get my rickrack out, so let me get that. So this is just going to take a little tiny scrap and a scrap of lace and a scrap of rickrack. So I've got my lace scraps here. And it's just a little cluster. A smaller piece. I'll just cut a couple pieces of this. These will be for 2 different clusters. I'm cutting them about 1 1/8 inches wide and maybe 2 1/2 inches. I'm going 2 3/4. And you don't even have to measure. Can make this one a little bit longer. And I'll do a blue one. So this would be a good thing to do with little strips, which I didn't take the time to look for. All right, so then I need a little piece of lace. I can't tell if it's lace or if it's a punched paper, like a edge punched paper, but we're gonna use lace because I have these scraps here. There's a little scrap of rickrack too. Here's a strip. I'll just go along with the same color. I could use a contrasting color. I think I would like it better with a rounded edge. And if I wanted to, when I go to use it in a journal, I could apply a word here, either horizontally or vertically. But that's just a very, very simple embellishment there. cute. I could always add a button or a little flower applique. In fact, I think we need to do that. Okay, I have these little vintage floral appliques and these hand crocheted ones that I purchased from someone. I just got these from Amazon just the other day. And they're little wooden buttons with designs on them in heart and round shapes, I think. Or no, they're all heart. They're all heart shapes. And then my vintage buttons and these tiny little buttons too. I think we have enough. And I'll need this, my glossy accents for the buttons. So, look at that. That is so cute. And that's perfect for that. I'm not even going to put thread in them. I'm just going to glue it down. I have cookie dough in my refrigerator chilling so I can make chocolate crinkles. So it takes several hours to chill it, but we're getting close. So I can get them out and do it. So I just thought I'd take a little time here. Let's try one of these hearts. I like that one. Ugh. Didn't want to come out, so I squeezed it too hard. Have to let the glue dry. Let's do a couple more. I think I should do some facing this way too. Oh, I want to put this down first. Okay, so I have 3 done. I have 3 more pieces to do, but I'll do them later. Okay, now This one is a funky shaped heart, elongated. And I don't have any dies like that. I could hand cut it, but I do have stamps. I could stamp those two hearts and cut them out. They're a little bit wonkier than the pictured ones, and a little bit smaller, I think, but we're gonna try it. And I got music paper to stamp on, and I have some scrapbook paper to stamp on, and that's it, just two hearts. Now it looks like there might have been some paint applied and some music paper. I guess the heart is cut out of the music paper and then some paint on it. I don't know, because there's a gingham paper and a polka dot paper. I'm not really sure, but we're just gonna play with these. That was my inspiration. We're gonna take off from there. I was looking for that piece. It got stuck on a block, got put away. I got out a bunch of different things to use to try with all of these different embellishments. So here's just a piece of music paper. I'm going to stamp this in black on it. See if it shows up. Of course, the idea is for me to just cut it out. I'm going to try stamping it in a color. See if I like that better. Let's try blue. Bright blue. And bright pink. Just so you know, I'm working on packaging up some pages from the big pattern catalogs that I recently used in those sewing pattern journals. I have a lot more pages than I'll need, so I'm working on putting packages together, and I'm also working on packaging up some music paper. So pretty soon after Christmas, I'll have those in my shop. And this has staples all around it, but I don't really like that, so I'm not going to do that. It's glued down, and then it looks like there's just a little doodly sketch around it with some loops. So I don't know what I think about this. I will glue it together, and I'll embellish something with it. I think I'll just try drawing and cutting out a heart. It's more similar to the shapes that are on that. I'll draw one on this old ledger. did the smaller one first. Then I can draw around that to make the bigger one. This has pink and purple lines, so I'll go with a pink if I can find one here. I guess I like this better. So I'm going to put this upside down on the back side. So whatever shapes you have in punches or dies that could be layered, it would be fun to use scraps of colored pattern paper and ledger and music paper and book pages to layer them up. Put a button or a brad in the middle. You could do some slow stitching around it. That would be cute on it. So there are 2 heart embellishments. So quickly, I already die cut some tags with ledger paper and then just some cardstock. So I can glue them to it, but I'm just going to stamp. Let me show you what the inspiration was. These wide tags. There's sort of a ledger paper behind them. I'm not really sure. It says stamp ledger background, so these were made with stamps. And then they did some other stamping on them, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just use real ledger paper, but stamp something on them. So I did get some stamps out. These are Stampin' Up! Called Mixed Bunch. Looking for my ink blocks. Not ink blocks, stamp blocks. Here's the one I'm looking for. And I need to put some glue because this one doesn't stick. I'll stamp it in red. And this is a rainforest green. The printing on that ledger is red and green. And I'll just do this one in yellow. I didn't get any words out, but I think I would like to stamp a word on here. See, I want something bold, and I think those are all too little. So I'm going to have to go look. I could just do hello. I think I'll do that. Keep it simple. I believe this tag die, it's either from Tim Holtz or Elizabeth Craft Designs, but it does come with reinforcements that will match that oblong shape, and I didn't cut any of those out. It has several sizes, and the reinforcements, and it's Elizabeth Craft Designs. I don't know the name of the die set, but that looks like a cool tag. I like that. try this one. That looks fun. This is Acorn, VersaFine Clair Acorn, because it's the reddish brown, the rusty one. Cool. Went a little crooked. I could stamp this on the back of this and cut it out and then just have a shaped heart on there. Let's try it. See if this will still stamp. Oh yeah, good enough. I would like it better if it was that shape, having the big part of the heart on this edge. So I will stamp it here in black and try that. Trying to see if it was right side up. Better. And I'll ink around these tags too. I have this balloon. Let's do the balloon. I like the balloon. Find joy in the little things. That's one of my favorite word stamps. Well, the ink smeared, or it got on my fingers and I spread it around. So that's disappointing. I don't think this will work, but we're going to try it. It does work some. It works nicely, actually. Yep. That's fine now. Yay, got rescued. So then I will cut some reinforcements out of these dies and add those. But let's look at what we did today. We have 3 stamped ledger paper dies, or tags, and these are all vintage ledgers. And we did a couple of heart embellishments, a stamped pair and a hand-drawn pair. Some little clusters. And these layered clusters. I think these are my favorites. They were so simple too. So, did you have a favorite of these projects, and are you going to try 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 of them? I hope you will, because I was Somerset inspired today, and I hope you were too. I will see you very soon whenever I turn my camera on again, and I hope that you are having a creative day. Don't know what day you'll see this, but I hope you're having a Merry Christmas. See you soon. Bye.